Hello and welcome to the actual last video of the not what if Luffy was ever born series, but the last video of before the time skip. Today we're going to look at the post-war arc. From today on, I have this new, not setting, but different kind of form I want to do the video in. I'm not using the sort of presentation I used in all the other parts. I'm just in my room here and I will show you the different pictures. First of all, we don't need to talk about what happened last week. We went through a war and Whitebeard died and all of the crazy stuff happened over there. But this week, well, it's more of a setup again, but it's still that a lot of stuff happens. First of all, we can talk about a few things that don't happen because of the changes with the whole world. Obviously, Blackbeard escaped with Jinbei as well. Jinbei was there with Blackbeard, and that was pretty much it what changed in Impel Down, because all the other people didn't escape, but Jinbei could get out. But after the Marineford War, or even before the Marineford War actually started, Jinbei ditched Blackbeard again, and he is now back on Fishman Island, where he's going to do a few other things, right? You remember that probably. Anyways, that's the stuff with Blackbeard. Then I had other things where I thought it would have been too late for Blackbeard or for Jinbei, not for Blackbeard but for Jinbei to arrive at Marineford. But if Blackbeard could have arrived, Jinbei could have arrived for sure, so that's not something we need to think about. Then obviously Doflamingo and the Pacifista army are not trying to kill Gecko Moria. He might have lost against Jinbei, it might have been a bit closer in the fight, but he still lost. And because he didn't lose twice in a row, with first against Luffy and now against Jinbei, they might be a bit more lenient with how he's going to be treated. Because if you think about it, Jinbei is also a warlord and he's supposed to be very strong, I guess. I'm not sure if he's on Dofi's level or something, but he's quite strong. So that means they might overlook the thing that Moria lost against him. Anyways, Moria stays in his position as a warlord of the sea for the moment. But as we know, Jinbei lost his position, Blackbeard now lost his position, Hancock lost her position. Those three lost their positions. That's 3 open slots again, which will be filled by other characters in the future. And another thing, we now come to the actual stuff that will happen. First of all, let's start right here. The worst generation, or first of all, it's only the supernova. The supernova reacts, the 9th supernova, react to the death of Whitebeard and Emperor. And all of them basically plan their separate ways and want to gain more infamy. Basically, they want to gain that open slot and become a new Yonko. But there's a candidate, namely Blackbeard, we all know that, don't need to make a secret out of it, who's actually going to get that slot during the 2-year time skip, which is still going to happen in this version. So, all of these, some are instantly going into the new world. I think Kid and Apu and Hawkins, Uroj, Capone, Biggie, X-Drake, with Kid obviously also Killer and Bonnie, all of them will instantly go to the new world. Because I don't know if they're arrogant or if they just want to go there. Bonnie will have her encounter with Blackbeard as well somewhere in the time, which is also an interesting thing. Why was Bonnie so mad and wanted to attack Blackbeard? Why did she cry at the execution of Whitebeard, Ace and all of these people? I saw weird theories going around in the internet that, is it named Squardo? The guy who tried to stab Whitebeard, one of his sons? That was Bonnie's, father or something, but I'm not sure if that's actually the case. I don't want that. It's just stupid. Bonnie is such a mysterious character, to be honest. We don't talk about her too much because there's not a lot of going on here around her at the moment. She was at the Reverie and all of that stuff, but now the whole question, is Bonnie the mother of Big Mom, or is she one of the daughters? She has the same colored hair. She has the lipsticks the lipsticks type that Big Mom also has. All of that might just be a coincidence or just character design. Who knows? I don't think she's the mother. She might be the grandmother or even further like an ancestor of Big Mom. Or she just doesn't have anything to do with that. Maybe she's like the sister of Roger's wife, or she's something else. Who knows? There are too many Bonnie theories going around. Also, like, she's the mother of Kuma. Who knows? I don't care too much about that. Obviously, all of that stuff is going to happen. And Sengoku also hears about the things that Blackbeard did. And that is the reason why Blackbeard gets, like, his position as a warlord gets resigned. Or he resigns himself, or gets evicted, or something of the case. Because him taking the prisoners might not be the worst thing, because they are still under his crew, and if he controls them, who cares? That's just the world government. But him taking the Gura Gura no Mi, the Quake Quake fruit, Trema Trema fruit from Whitebeard, that's important, because now he's by far the most dangerous kind of person outside of there in the world. He has he's not as dangerous as Kaido at the moment, but he has the most potential. If he gets as strong as Whitebeard with his fruit, and still has the other fruit as well, and his strong crew behind him, he's going to be a menace and very dangerous to the entire world. But now we can also look at Blackbeard a bit more. Blackbeard does have a big plan, I think. I'm not too sure what exactly his plan is. It's like, with the newest information we get about devil fruits, you can think that people get inherited wills through the devil fruits, which is also why some people start to actually believe that the Gomu Gomu no Mi, the Gum Gum fruit, was actually owned by Roger or Joy Boy or some stuff in that, and that is why Luffy is out there trying to find a One Piece and trying to bring like joy to the world, which could be the same case for Blackbeard. He could have, if the Yummy Yummy no Mi, the darkness fruit, it was Zabek's fruit or something like that. That could be a big reason why Blackbeard is like trying to do all of these things. But he was also looking for the darkness fruit way before, so he might have heard that it was Zabek's fruit and he admired him, and now because he ate it, he also has some sort of voice of Zabek in his head. But that's just devil fruit theories, and we're not here to talk about that at the moment. Anyways, we know the worst generation is here now. The worst generation is basically, we can ignore Luffy and Zoro here, but the only person who got added here is now Blackbeard. Blackbeard and all of the other people will make a name for themselves in the new world. I could see like most things going around in the same way as in the actual story, but like that includes the thing that with Aokiji and Akainu fighting in the time skip, then X-Drake, Apu joining Kaido, Uroge just chilling after he defeated one of Big Mom's commanders, here Kid also doing stuff with Big Mom and also getting attacked by Kaido later on when he tries to team up with Apu and Hawkins. Then we also got Bonnie, who got the whole thing going on first with Blackbeard, and then that Reverie, all of that stuff, I guess is still going to happen. And Beija is also going to stay with Big Mom, because that was his plan all along. Because his wife was there, right? I'm not sure how he met his wife, but hey, convenient. Whole Cake is going to be interesting, in my opinion. Let's see how Whole Cake is going to turn out in the future. But first off, we also need to take a look at another person who has a connection to Big Mom. That's Jinbei. Jinbei returned to Fisherman Island, like I said. After the war was over, he maybe had like a sad farewell with the Whitebeard pirates who survived, like Marco, Vista, Josu and the others. But then he returned to Fisherman Island because there was no reason for him to go somewhere else. He didn't need to go to the Boas Island because Luffy is not there with him. So he goes back to Fisherman Island, and maybe a bit sooner this time because he's there earlier or something, he gets into contact with Big Mom and her pirates. And thus Fisherman Island becomes protected by the Big Mom pirates. And he becomes an actual pirate member of that crew. So that's actually a Straw Hat member that might survive, because there's no reason without Luffy of like the Fisherman Island stopping being under Big Mom. They will just do their production and all of the things they need to and give Big Mom the candy or cake or other stuff that she wants. And that's about it that's going to happen with him there. He's going to do all these things, and once they're done, well, he's just going to live with the Big Mom crew, even if he doesn't like it too much. He needs it to protect his people. And that's all about in the Fishman Island part. Those two are like, Big Mom is going to grow actually stronger here because she now has the help of the Warlord and the series help. Because in the other story he was like, I have a Luffy and I will help Luffy whenever he needs me. But in this story he is fully committed to Big Mom. Maybe he doesn't like believe in what she actually does. And because Big Mom already... Does Big Mom have a fishman husband? Maybe Jinbei is going to marry Big Mom, who knows? I mean, she does have a merfolk husband in Eladin, that one I remember. And her daughter Praline is also like a merfolk. But we don't... I'm not sure about fishmen. Maybe she already has fishmen. It's quite plausible if she already has fishmen, because I think the only races that she doesn't have are... only are... King's race, which we are the Lunarians, I think. Then another race, which was it? She told it like she's missing 2 or 3 races, I think, for her thing. The Giants, King's race, and another race we don't know about, I think. Which might be the Skypians or like the Sky people. I'm not too sure about that. She has some people who wear wings, but I don't want to think about that too much. I'm stretching. I'm going on a tangent. Anyways, we also have another encounter between 2 people, and that, well, Mihawk was on the war until now. But once he returns, he finds this pink-haired girl on his island. Or maybe he found her earlier already. But Perona is going to live with Mihawk, with her uncle Mihawk. Well, it's not actually her blood-related uncle or something, but she's going to live with him. And he's also going to grow closer with her. But this time, Moria doesn't need to go in hiding. Moria gets out of the war, and does that mean Perona wants to leave earlier? Well, she doesn't really know where Moria went and all of these different things. So she's still going to stay with Mihawk for a bit longer, which means they are going to build a relationship. They're going to grow a bit closer, and well, maybe they actually become comrades in that sense, or Mihawk wants to look out for Perona in the future. Anyways, that's about it for the Mihawk-Perona stuff. They live on the island until maybe one day Moria visits them, or Perona asks Mihawk if she can bring him to Moria or these things. I'm not too sure how this is going to turn out. I will think about that later. Anyways, next point. We know about the things where, obviously, Luffy would have gone to Fishman Islands, back to the Marineford, and rang the Oxbell, signaling a new era going to start. This time, obviously that doesn't happen, but technically speaking, it's still the start of a new era. It's still not as symbolized by the pirates this time. So, that's about that. The supernovas are still going to make themselves known in the next 2 years, which means bounty increases, new members for their crew, maybe some losses in their crew, maybe some lost limbs. Some people like to lose arms in One Piece. That's a nice feature here, 1 arm lost. But all of these things are still going to take place. But the one who's most interesting in all of that is Law, in my opinion. But before I get to Law, even if I'd already teased you with it, we're going to talk about the Straw Hats and what they would have done. They went on different islands. I talked about that on the Amazon Lily video like some weeks ago, where they helped, like, Chopper helped the Torino Kingdom with the giant birds and this native tribe. Sanji met with, what's his name, Ivankov, but Ivankov is still in Impel Down, so that won't happen. Zoro met with Mihawk, but Zoro is dead. Robin met with the revolutionaries and helped them with other stuff, but Robin is dead. Nami went with the weather people, but Nami is, I guess, still in the east somewhere. Maybe she's with the Marines, we talked about that. What if Nami joined the Marines? Who knows? It would have made so much sense if Nami joined the Marines, because I guess it would have made sense because Belmer was a Marine, and it could also be a thing like, I want to be like Belmer, so I join the Marines. But it could also be like, she knows how the Marines are corrupt and work together with Arlong, so she doesn't want to join them. But tangent. I will remember the video of what if Nami became a Marine, who knows. Anyways, all of that stuff is going to happen. Not going to happen. But Jinbei also back at Fishman Island, and then we got Perona staying at Mihawk, and now we come to the actual interesting part, which is important. Law. Law has a big plan. We all know because of the story that he wanted to take down, he wanted to take down Doflamingo, Joker, Kaido's left hand, like right foot, I don't know. He wanted to take him down and take down the Smile Fruits. Technically speaking, with Luffy could take him down immediately, but now he doesn't have Luffy, so he needs another partner, someone else who can be like his partner, his alliance partner, to fight against Mihawk, or at least destroy the Smile Factory. So all of the stuff with him trying to become a warlord is still going to happen. He's going to become a warlord, and he's going to take a bit longer to go to the New World because he needs to plan that successfully. He already did something in the Marineford War, which went by unnoticed by many, because the Marines think the Whitebeard Pirates did something, the Whitebeard Pirates think the Marines did something, but nobody knows that it actually was Law's doing. Well, that's some interesting, but let's just say the heart is going to hide in the shadow for now. And that's about it for this part of the series. We actually went through all of the pre-time skip arcs. From here on, I will... First off, let's go through all of the... I'm still going to talk about what's going to change in the different arcs after the time skip, but I'm also going to include my own story about that. Like, how much I changed. It's going to be a lot from here on out. But let's see next time when we're going to skip over Return of Sabaody, because that's really not important. With the fake Straw Hats, they won't exist. The Straw Hats returning, and the PC pacifistas with Sentomaru trying to attack the Straw Hats. All of that stuff is not important. Rayleigh being there, not too important. The Sunny being there, that doesn't exist. Kuma doesn't even need to protect the Sunny, so that's all safe for them. So Return of Marineford can just be skipped over. There's nothing important there. If you think there's anything important, you can tell me in the comments. I think there's nothing important for us. So we will instantly head down to Fishman Island and see how those things are going to turn out. But until then, I hope you all have a nice week, and we will see each other again on the next Monday. Until then, stay hot, everybody.